And with the clock now ticking down to Election Day, there are a few things the Wisconsin Elections Commission wants voters to know.
News 8 Now's Isabella Hulsizer gets the answers to some of those last-minute voting questions.
A record number of Cooley Region voters have cast their ballots, and some are still waiting for tomorrow. But no matter when people voted, there have still been some lingering questions for the Wisconsin Elections Commission.
State law says that if you've returned your absentee ballot, so if you sent it back in the mail, if it's been received or returned to your clerk, that you may not vote a in-person ballot at the polls on Election Day.
If you've already voted, it's too late to change or cancel your ballot this close to Election Day. If you tossed your ballot in the mail past the recommended mail-in deadline, which was last Friday, it's really up to chance if it will make it on time.
You can track your absentee ballot. You can see if it's arrived at your clerk's office.
All of this can be done on the state's official website at myvote.wi.gov. If on Election Day your ballot is still in transit, there is really nothing you can do, even if it says it's on the way. Wisconsin is one of 5 states in the U.S. where law enforcement officers are warning of issues with militia members intimidating voters at polling sites. But Wolf says voters should feel confident showing up to the polls tomorrow.
Local election officials are trained in contingency planning and are able to engage law enforcement when that's appropriate. I think it's important to note that there's no information to lead us to believe that there will be any specific threats against polling sites. And I think that, Wisconsin voters should really feel confident if they choose to cast their ballot at the polls on Election Day.
Officials say if you feel intimidated, you should tell a poll worker. In La Crosse, Isabella Hulsizer, News 8 Now.
And one more frequent question: if you're in line on election night at 8 p.m., will you still get to vote?
And the answer is yes. When the polls close at 8 p.m. in Wisconsin and Minnesota, if you're already in line by that time, you still get to vote and your vote will be counted.